mosquitoes. Hello, everybody. All right, wait for it to reconnect here. Okay, so here we are on a cool Wisconsin summer day. It's only in the 70s today, like 72. That got the mosquitoes out. Well, they were out yesterday too. A lot of Canadian haze here today. You can smell it. Smells like campfire.
Smells like waffle.
Smells like waffles.
Waffle.
All right, so we're sitting in the Yamaha golf cart with the squishy tire. We rescued it, I think, 2 days ago from over there. The chain broke again. Yep. It lasted like an hour before the chain broke, so we need to adjust the rear axle of the chain drive here. So that's what we're going to be working on right now. We're going to try and fix this golf cart so it's drivable again. It's got a Predator engine, Predator 212, and because of that, that means everything's been modified and it's not original. So thanks for joining. We're going to try and adjust this chain here so that it's usable. All right, so first, let's get this seat off. All right, can you see in there? Let's move you a little bit closer. Okay, a little closer, we'll angle you down. There we go. Right there. There's where the magic happens. Okay, so the Predator engine in this golf cart here, Predator 212. It runs pretty good, but the chain drive keeps having problems. All right, hi, thanks for joining here. Repairing stuff again. Seems like it never ends because it doesn't end. We're gonna try and jack this up, jack up the golf cart so I can kind of climb under there hopefully. And there's this rear axle on the chain drive that we need to loosen the bolts on and get it to push back more so we can tighten the chain, because we're thinking the chain was just so loose. I mean, it's not even on there right now because it broke off. We're thinking the chain needs to be tightened so that it stops breaking. Let me grab a chair. Just in case I need it, that way it's nearby. But we're going to start by jacking up this golf cart here. We have a fancy bumper jack. Somebody hung a bunch of cleaning materials on the bumper jack. Had to take some super clean off the bumper jack. Okay, let me show you the fancy bumper jack. Okay guys, thanks for watching. We're hooking up a bumper jack to the back of this golf cart here. Yeah, hi. Okay, we're trying to fix the rear drive axle, whatever that thing's called here. It's twisted. I'll give you a view in there so you can see how it's twisted. So if you can see that right there, it's skewed forward where the chain pulls on it. So we need to adjust that back and get those bolts tightened really good. All right, let's go ahead and jack this thing up. I've got a cement block. Along with mosquitoes biting me, I got a cement block in front of the front tire. We got an ancient bumper jack from like the 60s. Jacking up the golf cart. Yep. We just got this golf cart earlier this year. And so these bumper jacks are dangerous. If you can see, it's starting to tilt here. So either I didn't have it straight up and down, or we did roll forward just a little bit. But if this is an actual car, check that out. See how it's tilted there? Yeah, you don't want a car's weight on that. So we only use it for little things like ATVs, four-wheelers, and the golf cart. So I'm gonna still go a little more, but if you get a lot of weight on there, this thing could maybe pop out and come and hit you in the jaw, hit you in the teeth. You don't want a bumper jack hitting you in the teeth. So we're gonna be careful here. Hey guys, yeah, working on the golf cart today. Gonna jack it up a little bit more. Oh, we got a cat. Cat's joining us. Let's get this thing jacked up a little more. Going slowly now because it's tipping. But I want it a little higher than this. All right, let me get some jack stands under that. Yeah, that looks good. So as you notice, I've got a square piece of carpet I'm kneeling on. This thing, because I don't want to kneel on gravel with bare knees. That would not be fun. That's the joy of working on a gravel driveway, doing all this stuff. Maybe someday we'll pour a little cement slab for doing this working on. All right, let's release this bumper jack. Put it in down mode. There it goes. All right. So actually, if we look, I think the jack's just there. It was just a little wonky to begin with, so that's kind of a problem there. Hey guys, thanks for joining. We got it in the air. I'm going to take a peek under here and see what we're looking at, because I don't know what these bolts look like that I need to loosen. Bringing you way down here with me. You're not going to see it as good as I can, though. Unfortunately, my little carpet, it's little. Oh. Yeah, that's no fun. It's hard to see under there. I wish it was another 3 feet in the air. Thanks for joining, guys. So, can you look down from the top, Timothy? Is my finger on that one bolt?
Yeah.
Okay, I see the nut on the bottom.
Okay.
You know, I see part of the problem. Our sprocket, our gear, looks like shark teeth. I don't think it's supposed to look like super sharp shark teeth. Here, let's see if I can show you guys. This thing's been being worn out for a long time. Yeah, I think I can get it so you guys can see here. Let's get you a little lower. Maybe higher.
Oh, yeah, that's sharp.
You can't see it as good from up here. When you're down parallel with it, though, these things right here, they are sharp. I mean, I think we're going to need to buy a new sprocket for the rear of this golf cart. This is a Yamaha golf cart. I'll show you from the distance here. There it is. Yamaha golf cart. I don't know, from the 80s or 90s. We just bought it used. It didn't even say what it was really. They labeled it as a Jackie Chan Yamabuzi. That's what it was listed as. That's the whole listing title. Jackie Chan Yamabuzi. Come get it. And we went and got it. All right. So we're still going to try and put this chain on for now, but I think we need to buy a sprocket here. Okay, so I don't even know how to get that off. It's going to be hard to get a wrench on that nut that's hiding behind there because it doesn't go all the way through to the bottom. When I stick my head underneath the golf cart, I can't see the nut on the bottom. It's in a channel. The engine sits on a thing. I'll show you here. All right. So this bolt right there is loose. There's a nut on the bottom that we need to be able to loosen more so we can adjust it and then tighten really tight. Well, where it's sitting, there's another part of the frame an inch below that, and the nut's in between those two portions. Everything's got to be difficult. So I'm going to grab the crescent wrench, climb underneath, and see if I can get on that nut. So let me set you up so you can watch from the top down. Watch as I struggle from the bottom up. Okay. Yeah, you should be able to see me. All right, grab the crescent wrench. Geese mania happening over there. Uh-oh. They're gonna come and attack me, aren't they? Guess what? I found a second rug. Now I don't need to lay on the poop. All right, you see me? Not yet. Now you see me. I see you. Oh, this is tight under here. All right. There's like no room to swing this wrench. Oh, that's bad. Why? That's a bad spot. Ooh-wee. Yikes. I'm not having very much fun doing this. Are you guys having fun? I see you up there, kind of. Yeah, this is bad. I really need like a super stubby pulley. Get dirt in my mouth. Super stubby adjustable socket or something. Or socket. You know what? I'm gonna find a fixed wrench. That size. Oh, it's coming out. Oh. Ooh. Yeah. That wasn't very fun at all. There was like, I don't want to know what landed in my mouth while I was down there. That size. What size is that? I can't read. You guys read those numbers? Let's go grab from Russia. Awesome. Thanks for joining from Russia. I'm going to guess it's, I don't know, maybe middle of the night there, like 1 a.m. or something. Yeah, here it's like 7 p.m., 6:30 p.m. Yeah, I'm looking for a fixed wrench because I can't get this thing in there on this nut that's hiding way at the bottom in between two sections of the frame on this golf cart. Why do they always make things so you can't work on them? 3 at night in Moscow. All right, 3 at night. You're a night owl. Thanks for joining. You know what? I'm going to be a night owl tonight too, because got done with work at 5 p.m. Central Time, America today. Ate supper. I'm out here doing this, and I'm going back to work after this. I've got to work half the night, so I'll probably be coming home around 3 a.m. And then I go back in tomorrow for a half day. All right, we're looking for a fixed. There they are. Which one is it? Which one is going to fit? We've got a lot of choices. Ooh, that looks pretty close. That is 13 millimeter, and it's even got that on the end. I like that. Half. We'll just grab a couple of them here. 13s, 14s, unreadables. Can't see it. Part of the reason I can't see it. Thank you. All right. Part of the reason I can't see it is because when you turn 40, suddenly your eyes start going. It used to be perfect. I used to be able to see just fine. And then like 40 was like the trigger. As soon as I hit 40, things started getting blurry close up. And now I'm 48, so they're even blurrier. They get blurrier every year. So just, if you haven't hit 40 yet, just keep that in mind to look forward to. Once you get that age, your eyes are going to start going funny. And so when I'm this close, I can't read those things. Yeah, that is a 1960 Ford Starliner. Christine, that's what we call it. There it is. And next to it's 1972 Ford Highboy. Okay, let's go ahead and see if I can get one of these to fit. I'm going to climb under there again. If we had a lift, it probably wouldn't lift this little of a vehicle.
It could.
It might. I have no idea because I don't have a lift.
Yes, we do.
Oh, crawling under here. Can you see me? I think you see my eyes looking at you. So try one of these random sockets. Oh, that's no fun. Oh, yes. The first one fits.
Yeah.
Drop the others. I don't need those. All right. I'm going to be turning this way. There it is. It's turning. Can I get the round end on it? Yes. All right. So I'm loosening this nut because we're trying to get the shaft loose so we can move it and adjust the tension on this chain. All right. I think that's loose. Now the next one back, is it going to be the same size? Yes, it is. Oh, oh. I bet the top's spinning. Can you guys see that? Is it spinning? Is the top of that back bolt spinning?
Yep.
Can you get a socket on there? The sockets are on the chair. So Timothy here is helping. He's going to find a socket and see if he can get a socket on top. Or maybe even just the crescent wrench. I can't reach it though. All right, it's close.
has to be a.
All right.
With a fork.
I'm still here. I'm hiding in the hole. Okay, that seems good. So now you want to get put that thing on it.
Yep, an
That tool,
extension.
the ratchet. Uh-oh. My fingers are getting numb. My arm's falling asleep.
You know, I have to.
Yeah, with the extension too. Yeah, maybe. Because I can't see because I'm down here. Uh-oh. I don't see it. Is this it?
Yep.
All right. Okay. Now, am I on tighten or loosen? I'm on tighten. I'm going to go loosen. There we go. And you know that nut was pretty tight, but the bolt wasn't tight. I don't like that. That means we were already cranked down. Oh, that fell off, didn't it? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. This ain't going good. That nut is really tight, but it's turning. Almost like it's cross-threaded.
I sure hope it.
Because it's not getting easier. Yeah. There we go. It's starting to get easier. Okay, good. All right, I'll hand that to you. Don't drop it on my face. Let's see if we can move this shaft. I'm going to come out.
If only we had one of those car jacks.
Oh. Okay. Welcome back to daylight. Wow. It's like being in a cave down there. All right. Let's see if we can adjust this shaft now. All right, so what we're looking at down here, inside the back of the golf cart. Get you a little closer. All right. Right there. Yep, I see it. Okay. This shaft is pulled forward right there. And it got so loose, those teeth are like as sharp as shark teeth. So we're going to need to buy another one of those once we figure out how to remove it. Yikes. Ooh-wee. That thing's on pretty rusty. You know what? Looks like that thing's welded on. I hope not. But we're not dealing with that today. We're just going to try and pry it back and get a couple more days or a month out of use out of it before we have to replace that. Okay, pry bar. We got a tire spoon. Not the best pry bar. It's actually a little bit spongy here, but there shouldn't be a lot of. Okay, Cancun, Mexico. Awesome. Is that where you're at? That's a cool place. I went down there for my honeymoon a long time ago. This is moving, yeah. 2003, that's how long ago. This pry bar isn't really a pry bar. Of course, because all of our pry bars went missing. They're probably laying out in the field. And we'll hit them with the mower someday. Just like everything else that gets left in the field.
Just like the chain.
Like a chain. We lost a chain in the field. Can't find that. All right, I don't want to pry against the engine. I'm just trying to pry against the frame down there, but this thing is just shaped too weird. Let me find something different. There you go. You guys love the look of this pry bar, don't you? All right. We're fixing a golf cart with the best tire iron ever. Oh, it moved a little at first, but that shaft is not straight yet. We didn't loosen this side. We're trying to cheat because it's so hard to get in there at those nuts. I think I have to. I think I have to crawl underneath on this side and loosen that one so this bearing type thing, carriage bearing or whatever it's called, can move forward. We're moving that one back. I think we want to move that. Well, that could use moving forward. That chain's a little loose. Let me crawl under on this side. It should be the same. 9/16 is what I use. I'm gonna crawl under there on the gravel driveway with poop on it. There's poop all over the ground. Chicken poop, geese poop. Yeah, I'm gonna crawl on it. Getting my stuff out of the way. I had my chair with tools near my feet. I didn't want to kick that. Okay, coming under. Okay, can you guys see me? I see you. Right here. Oh, I've got a spider crawling up my arm. At least it felt like a spider. All right, I'm going to the left. So I'm going to bust my knuckles into the chain. Okay, it was pretty loose. That's nice and easy. I didn't need to bust my knuckles. Of course, because they're so loose, that's probably why these things adjusted on their own. All right. And then we got the bottom one. Which is just spinning the nut on top of the bolt. All right, come out. Marsh grass. Okay, we got that loose. Let's see if we can push that side forward. There's nowhere to pry against for this side. Yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna grab a mallet and try pounding. All right. Woo. It was cool out at first, but climbing underneath the golf cart like that made it suddenly get hot. So we've got all this Canadian wildfire smoke happening here. Here, I'll show you. You might be able to see it, probably not, but if you look way out there in the field, the trees, they're all hazy. You can't see them very clear because smoke. It smells like a campfire out here. Some kind of wildfires up in Canada. Okay, what am I getting? I'm getting a mallet. All right. Squeezing in here. Looking for some kind of a big rubber mallet maybe to whack that shaft with. There we go. There's a big mallet. Yeah. Going back out by the golf cart. I really hope that sprocket's not welded to the shaft. Wouldn't be surprising if they welded it. That'd be horrible. Makes a hard job even harder. Okay, let's take a look down at the engine. Oh yeah, that's doing the trick. That's a whole lot better than trying to pry with a ancient rusty tire iron. That looks pretty straight. I'll give another whack. Yeah, let me go ahead and tighten it down now. All right. Yep, you can see it. So this is the shaft, and it's looking pretty straight now. Yeah, that chain there is a lot tighter. Let me get those nuts tightened up. The top of the bolt is spinning. Oh, that's no good. Why is it spinning? And that's a round top. I can't reach it. I can't reach it. Where's my pry bar? Trying to hold it down. I'm hoping that it's shaped so it'll grab. Oh, that's tough. Oh, no good. I can't reach it. Oh. So the front bolt's got a rounded top. There we go. And it's got to sit in some kind of a groove here. And it's not sticking in the groove. So I can't tighten it. If we can't tighten that, it's going to be worse than before. Because there's nothing holding it. That ain't good. Everything's spinning loose. It's all worn out. Worn out. Oh yeah. Worn out. So the bolt that slips through the frame, it's just a rounded top. don't know, make it look cool or something. So you can't get a wrench or a nut or a socket on the top because it's smooth. It's supposed to sit down in this hole, which is probably like square. And I think it's all reamed out and it's slipping. Let's try and do this side. I hear a train. It's like a mile away, but we still hear it. That's one loud train. Move it to, nope. Is this the right size? Probably not. It's too loose. I'm gonna try and get it so that I can have Timothy use the drill to tighten it. There we go. All right, once I get on it, I'll tell you, and then we'll have you tighten it with the drill.
Tighten, so what?
Tighten that one we were putting the ratchet on before.
Oh, so this first one.
Yeah. All right, going under. Okay, just go in brief bursts. Go for it. Yep. Yep. More. 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 Yep. Keep going. More. More. Yep. Doesn't seem to be turning anymore. It is. Keep going. Check. I bet that's I got dirt falling in my mouth. I bet that's as tight as it goes. Ugh. Let me see if I can get the front one tight. Hopefully this isn't the same where it slips. Sure enough, isn't it?
Yep, slipping.
Oh,
Why do they have to make that stupid design? Why can't they have like at least
oh,
screw
they're just
holes?
slipping.
Why can't they like at least have screw holes or something?
Yeah, it's not stopping at all. It's just spinning freely. Yep. Well, that's very disappointing. Coming out.
Is it uncrooked?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I think, unless it went crooked again.
Yeah, it looks uncrooked.
Okay, all right. Back out from under there. So it looks like both sides, those front bolts, they're not holding in. There you can see the sun
Tasty.
really orange colored because of the wildfires. All right, so I think we're going to try and get this chain on as is, even though they're only held on by 2 bolts. It's not going to last long.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That's disappointing.
It's like we gotta get new bolts. Have bolt heads.
Well, we got to get new bolts, but how do we get the old bolts off if they're stuck in there spinning freely? We're going to have to cut them off. Not tonight. We're going to try and get this chain on and see if we can go for a ride. All right, chain. Want to grab the chain?
Oh, rust chain. You could definitely tell the gears on that one thing been definitely hitting it. The top, look, it's all shiny.
It's been wrecking our chain. Here, let's show them. There's our chain that we're going to put on. We have these links. We bought this bag of links like a week ago. This is at least the third one we're going to put on. But you can see it's kind of shiny in spots. It's because it's rubbing. Pretty soon this whole chain will have to be replaced. But for now, we're just going to put it on. Yeah, I found that spring in the gravel. All right, let's get you closer so you can see what we're doing. All right. Thanks for watching here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it running and driving in a couple minutes. All right, I'm going to wrap this chain.
So we gotta try slip it. Like spin it. So like.
All right, so it goes through here, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And then around here.
You might want to get the chain so it's more accessible.
Yeah, I'm going to rotate it once I get it in position. All right, and then like that. Really, I was just trying to get it fed under that thing because that part there is difficult. Okay, so we've got our two ends of the chain here. Let's open up our link. I don't remember what size chain this is. And that's always really tricky because there's like 48 different chain sizes. So if you don't have it measured right, your links aren't going to fit. Well, grab me the needle nose. So I measured it, and my measurements didn't come out like any of the measurements that they sell. So I just picked the closest one, which sounded likely, and thankfully it was right. I guess I didn't measure too good. All right, so this, see that? You gotta push that clip to the side. There it goes. And of course, the mosquitoes have to be biting my leg right as I'm doing that.
Don't drop it.
There we go. Okay. And then you pull out that part. So we got multiple parts here now. Don't lose the pieces. Then you slip that through.
You know, one day if we can't get that tightened, we could like take a link out the chain.
Both sides like that. And those mosquitoes again. Mosquitoes. Do you guys have mosquitoes by you? Probably. All right, then we put this part on next. There it is. And now this part. And don't lose this. This part you want to make sure you get on so it snaps. If you don't get it to snap, it's just going to fall off while you're riding. Now the hard part is squeezing that last little bit so it snaps. And while it's down in there, that's not so fun. So you want to try and get your tool on one of the pins and push over with that. Move it a little further forward so it's a little easier to get at. This would be a lot easier if it was just sitting on a bench in front of me instead of deep down in the engine here. And you know what? It's pressure. Everybody's watching, and I'm trying to get this itty bitty clip on. I wish I could just push it with my fingers, but my fingers aren't that strong. There it is. See? And I didn't pinch my fingers. I was worried about that. All right, so we're still a little loose. Look at that. That's really loose.
Got to try spinning it.
Okay, so it's going to spin this way, I believe. Yikes. I don't like that.
Oh, I don't like that at all. It's more like turning to that side.
Right.
Because the chain tensioner.
I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll get you a little closer here. There we go. Look at all this slack we have here. And I think the chain tensioner, this part here, I think that's what's grabbing onto the chain and breaking it. So you can see, look how it has to travel that tight turn right there. Oh, we got a link that didn't look good right there. Nope, no, it's fine. Right there, look at that. It's doing weird stuff. Yep. And we can't adjust that back anymore. And I'm pretty sure we can't adjust the engine forward at all either, because that's just a single hole. Yep, that's just a single hole. Yep, on both front and back of the engine. The engine doesn't move, it's just through single holes. Not good. This is going to need some more work, but let's see if it runs and drives here. All right, so what we found was the sprocket is so worn out, it's like shark teeth. It's super sharp. The chain's still loose. It's tighter than it was, but it's still loose. I don't like it. How come nothing ever fits proper like it's supposed to? We could only get 2 of the bolts retightened. The other 2, they just spin and spin and spin. All right, let's get our tools off the back and let's see if we'll start this up and see if it runs and drives. Because you guys want to see some kind of results here instead of just us talking about how sad we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. 8.
Handfuls of tools here. Well, we better not lose these links because we're probably going to need more when it breaks. Found a spring in the gravel.
You know, what's a choke or something to the throttle?
I have no idea.
Well, I don't.
All right, what else we got? Oh, you know what? We're not going to get very far for 2 reasons. First reason, or one of the 2 reasons, is we got a cement block in front of the tire. That's easy. But more importantly, this thing's up jack stands.
Oh!
If we just started and tried driving, we won't get very far.
And we won't even drive at all. Jack hands in the bricks in the way.
All right, we'll use our fancy bumper jack. Raise this thing up, get those jack stands out.
Pushing it forward.
A little more. Oh, don't try lifting. It's too heavy. Especially there, you'd probably just rip the
No.
fiberglass.
Try and make sure it doesn't
Okay,
roll.
now we're going down, and then we're going to start it up. Soon. There it goes.
Yeah, I gotta check it again.
Check the gas. Oh, air the tires. If you guys don't have one of these things, you gotta pick one up. These things are really cool. They're not that expensive. I got this like 4 or 5 years ago. It was, I don't know, $30. So by now you'd think they're cheaper. Our tire, look at that. Just angle you down so you can see. Yeah, we got enough gas. Okay, so our tire is flat. Not super flat, but flat enough. Yeah, unfortunately, nope, the Ford's not for sale. Yeah, we inherited that, so yep, that's part of the family. This thing though, it's a rechargeable, handheld inflator. This thing will inflate car tires even. It'll take a while, but it will do it. I've done truck tires even with this. This thing's really cool. Just hold it on so it turns on. We're not going to go to 84 psi, but just get it hooked up. Got a 67 high boy, almost completely restored. Awesome. Yeah, that's a 72 high boy. Let's push this button here. It's pretty quiet, a little bit loud too. Compared to starting up an air compressor in your house though, this thing's nice and easy. Just carry it with you. And inflates the tires. Oh no, they're 30 seconds here. Yeah, you're not gonna run a air nailer with this thing. It's getting close. Yeah, we'll show you the truck here in a minute. We're gonna get these tires. There we are, 6. I'll probably go to like 8. 6.5. 7. That's good enough.
Also, what's nice about having a gas-powered one, it fills it up way faster.
Yeah, it does take time, but it's so portable. You just grab it. You just keep it in your backseat of your car, your glove box, whatever. These things are pretty
I
good.
mean, it just works.
I don't care what brand. This is some Next Pow brand. They make millions of them, millions of different brands. So I did get a request here. Somebody wants to see Ruby here. So we're going to just show you around the F-250 here quick. And then we'll go for a quick golf cart ride. So yeah, there we are. 1972 High Boy. it was actually pieced together out of a couple different trucks. So some parts of it are not original to a true F-250. Like here we got some Ranger badging. I think the cab was off of a Ranger. Unfortunately, we don't have easy lights here in the garage, so just gonna have to see what we have right now with the daylight. It's got a Ford FE engine. We had it on the road maybe 3 times, only 3 times since we inherited it. It was from my father-in-law, and he never took it on the road since he started restoring it. So it wasn't finished when we got it. So we had no clue what wasn't done. So we had to try and figure out what still needed to be done. And we finally got it running and driving, took it on the road 2, maybe 3 times. And we're having issues with the carburetor. Dropping stuff in the toolbox. So it had a really high flow carburetor on it, like a racing carburetor. I think it was like 700 and some CFM, and it was just dumping way too much fuel in there, and it was just backfiring and going crazy. All right, 390. Don't let these together bother you. Mine is a few different trucks too. Yeah. So we want to drive this some more, but it was backfiring so much that we then pulled it back in the garage, and we had to keep working on that. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to being able to get this on the road more. It sounded great when it was running and driving. As you see, the seats are not original. Pretty sure it didn't come with bucket seats. We bought this mirror at the Iola car show because it's so tight getting through these garage doors that on that second or third time we were driving it, I tried to adjust the mirror in. I tried to bend it in to see if we could flatten it to get through the door some more, and it just snapped right off. So we went to the Iola car show, me and Tanner. Tanner spent a lot of time working on this. Check out his channel, Tanner Rebuilds. And we found a mirror that fit for it for $15. So yeah, that was a pretty good price, and it looks like perfectly brand new. All right, so I will do some more videos about this truck on a later date, but let's go start this golf cart, because that was the original intent of this video. And what we have here is a 1960 Ford Starliner. That one is in pretty drivable condition. We did a lot of work on that one, a lot of rust repair, cutting out the rust and underbody work. It's got a 292 Y block in it. Yeah, that one we've had on the road, I think 3 times. So yeah, they both need a lot more driving. We'll definitely do that, and we'll video it, because that stuff's cooler than this thing. So let's go ahead and start this up though. All right. Leather King Ranch. Ooh, yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Okay, this is unfortunately just a pull start right now. It doesn't have provisions for an electric start. Okay, go ahead. All right, just bought a 1981 Ford F-150, black and silver, 2-tone, 302 engine. Since 1984, sweet, 53,000, that's good. Oh, look at that. interesting. All right, let's see how this thing drives. Here.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Don't want to hit the four-wheeler. Yeah, once you get going and the chain has tension on it, it seems to be okay. Alright, we'll just spin around the garden and head on back. Seems to be running and driving. Alright, let's go ahead and head back. Yeah, as long as there's tension on that chain, it seems to be holding fine. It's when you stop and start, that's when it has issues, I think. Alright, there we go. We'll let Timothy drive it since he's been waiting. I'm waiting for it to be working again. Alright, so let's go check this out back here. This is 2008 F-150. Just picked up last fall. It's got about 74,000 miles on it, somewhere in the mid-70s. All right, here, this is the parts truck. This is another, I think it's a 72. It might be plus or minus a year, but it's another F-250 highboy four-wheel drive for Ford. The bed is not the right year for it. That was just put on afterwards. There we go. As you can see, we've been working on this engine. We got the hood off over here. Had a head gasket leaks, so took the heads off. Put some new head gaskets on. Looks like that was done twice. Tanner is doing most of the work on this here. So check out his channel, Tanner Rebuilds. He's been working on these cars and trucks a lot while I go to work during the day. It runs, it moves. I can't remember what the last issue here was with this. I think it's ready to be put back together. Obviously this one isn't in nearly as good a shape. There we go. Not nearly as good a shape as the one in the garage, Ruby. And then what we've been working on this past week is we pulled the FE engine out of a Starliner. 10-inch, oh boy, I don't know about that. All right, so Tanner has been over here working on this throughout the week. We pulled this engine out. I don't know, it was late last week sometime. Greasy. There we go. Yeah, he's getting that cleaned up. We're going to put this Ford FE engine in a Starliner. We took it out of one Starliner and we're going to put in another because the other Starliner is in a little bit better shape. Oh, there's our plow truck. It's a 7.3 diesel, 2001 F250. Very rusty, very rusty. Yeah, this thing's in bad shape. But back here, this is where the good stuff is. Nice solid steel flatbed on it. It's got like massive suspension on it. But yeah, then you can see, yeah, that thing's in rough shape. Needs some work. Right now the air conditioner compressor pulley is bad, so I got an entire new air conditioner compressor that we'll put on, and then that thing should be able to drive again. It runs and drives right now, but I'm not going on the road until I fix that pulley. All right, so that's the Swamp Monster 1960 Starliner. Yeah, that one's pretty crusty. Over there's the party car. It's a parts car. Over here, it's the row of Starliners. The red one, the green one. The green one's what we took that engine out of. This is still an okay Starliner. We're thinking of putting a Y block in here. We've got a Y block sitting over there, but we wanted the FE engine for one further down the row. This is Bumblebee because it's got an inline 6, and we started digging into it last summer, seeing if the inline 6 was any good or not, and it's not. It's seized bad. It looks like that tire iron I was holding before, but there's bumblebees all over in it. I mean, you couldn't get rid of them. They were everywhere. They were in the frame. They were in the engine. Yeah, so that one's Bumblebee. Then we come up here. Got the blue one. Has a spotlight on it, so we call it the spotlight car. That one's got all the proper trim. Its floor and frame is crunchy though. So this one's not going to be as easy to fix. It's definitely fixable. The body's there. The trim is there. Looks like a tree hit the top there though. So it's going to need a new windshield. The roof popped up a little bit. But then we got here a purplish one, Grimace. This one's in the best condition out of these other cars, other than the black one in the garage. This one's got a pretty solid frame. The floor's intact. Very little body damage. So this is the one we're going to put the FE engine in that we took out over there. We're going to put in here. It's got a Torino transmission in it. And this should be a fun car. Stick shift, of course. There it is. So this will be a fun car to drive around. It's got that cool transmission. It's got some upgraded seats in the front here. Tanner would know what they're out of. They're probably out of some Galaxy 62, 64, something like that. He knows that stuff. I don't. Yeah. So it used to be a column shift, but with putting in that Torino transmission, RUG, I think that's the first 3 letters of the transmission. With putting that in, they dropped it down to a floor shift, so that'll be a fun car. Missing the stars, a little bit of the trim on the back, but we've got that stuff. As you can see with all these other cars, trim's not going to be a problem. It's more the body work, the painting, and of course the mechanics of it. Getting the brakes working, the fuel lines, linkage. exhaust. Exhaust rusted out on almost all of these here. All right, so, and then there's the party car. This one's really just parked, sitting here in the weeds. There it is. You can have a party in that one. All right, so you guys got to see us working on the golf cart. You got to see a couple of cool trucks. You got to see a rusty truck, and you got to see some Starliners. So I think I'll let you guys go for the night. Thanks for watching. The sun's gone. Unfortunately, we can't see the sunset. It was going to be a great sunset with the Canadian wildfire smoke. And you can see the trees out there. They're super hazy. Just dense smoke in the air. You could taste it. You could taste the smoke earlier. But unfortunately, some clouds came in. We can't see the sunset. And I guess I'll leave you with saying, right where we're at here, we're going to put up a hoop shed. See the gravel where the plow truck is sitting? There's the plow. Thankfully, we don't need that for a few more months till winter comes. But there we go. We ran over one of our corner forms. That goes right there. We're going to put up a hoop shed right here. It's a 20 by 30. Never put up a hoop shed before, but we picked one up. Came in that red box right there. And once we get the framing around it, not the framing, but the perimeter, once that's up, I think this hoop shed's going to go up in a matter of a couple days at most. So there'll be some hopefully nice storage. Hopefully the first windstorm that comes along doesn't blow it down. But probably once I pour these corners, maybe I'll join you guys in and you can watch me slaving away, pouring some cement in the corners. And then definitely as we raise the hoop shed, I'll make some videos of that, maybe some more live streams so you guys can see what kind of fun we're having out here. So from central Wisconsin, good day to you all. I know we had some visitors from Russia, Cancun. So thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we'll hope to see you again another day. You have a good night.